Imagine walking into a forest, where the deeper you go, the quieter everything becomes. No birds, no wind, just silence. Now imagine realizing you've completely lost your sense of direction. This isn't a horror movie. It's a real place in Japan, where countless people have mysteriously disappeared over the years. So, what's really hiding inside this forest? Let's find out. This place is called Aokigahara Forest, hidden at the base of Japan's iconic Mount Fuji. At first glance, it looks like any other beautiful forest. Towering trees, lush green scenery, and peaceful walking trails. But beneath that peaceful appearance lies a place that has earned one of the most chilling nicknames in the world: the Sea of Trees. The forest is so incredibly dense that sunlight barely reaches the ground in some areas. Every direction looks almost exactly the same, making it surprisingly easy to lose your way. And that's exactly why Aokigahara has fascinated and frightened people around the world for decades. Now, imagine stepping off the main trail, just for a few minutes. At first, everything feels normal, but with every step, the forest begins to change. The trees grow thicker, the light grows dimmer, and before long, every direction starts looking exactly the same. Without clear landmarks, it's surprisingly easy to lose your sense of direction. Even experienced hikers have described how quickly the forest can become confusing. Then there's the silence. The thick forest blocks much of the outside noise, creating an atmosphere that many visitors describe as strangely unsettling. Phone signals and GPS can also become unreliable in some parts of the forest. Combined with the dense landscape, even a short walk in the wrong direction can make finding your way back much more difficult. That's why some hikers leave colored tape or ribbons tied to trees, creating a path they can follow back to the entrance. And as the forest grows darker around you, one question becomes impossible to ignore. What if you couldn't find your way back? But what truly transformed Aokigahara into one of the world's most mysterious forests wasn't just its landscape. It was the stories. According to local legends, this forest has been surrounded by eerie tales for centuries. Some ancient Japanese folklore speaks of restless spirits, believed to wander deep within remote forests. Over time, many people began connecting those legends to Aokigahara. Visitors have shared stories of hearing unexplained sounds, feeling as if someone was watching them, or suddenly experiencing an overwhelming sense of unease, even when no one else was around. Others claim they've seen strange shadows between the trees, or felt an unexplained urge to turn back. These stories have spread across documentaries, books, and the internet, making the forest even more mysterious. However, it's important to remember that these are stories and personal experiences, not verified facts. To this day, none of these paranormal claims have been scientifically proven. So, if ghosts aren't the answer, then why does this forest leave so many people feeling lost, uneasy, and disoriented? The real explanation may be even more fascinating. So, if paranormal activity isn't supported by scientific evidence, then what actually makes Aokigahara feel so mysterious? The answer lies in the forest itself. Aokigahara grew on an ancient lava field created by Mount Fuji's eruption centuries ago. That rough volcanic ground allowed thick vegetation to grow in unusual patterns, creating one of the densest forests in Japan. Once you're surrounded by thousands of nearly identical trees, your brain loses the visual landmarks it normally uses to stay oriented. Every path begins to look the same, making it surprisingly easy to become disoriented. Then there's the silence. The dense vegetation absorbs much of the surrounding sound, creating an unusually quiet environment. For someone walking alone, that silence can make even ordinary moments feel unsettling. Psychologists say that isolation, uncertainty, and unfamiliar surroundings can heighten anxiety. When people become stressed, it's easier to misinterpret ordinary sounds, shadows, or movements as something mysterious. In the end, the greatest mystery of Aokigahara may not be hidden spirits, but the incredible power of nature and the human mind, because sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. So, is Aokigahara truly haunted, or is it simply one of the most misunderstood forests on Earth, where nature, isolation, and the human mind create an illusion that's impossible to forget? The truth is, no one can say exactly why this forest feels so different to so many people, but one thing is certain. Aokigahara continues to fascinate millions around the world, and its mystery is far from over. Now it's your turn. Do you think Aokigahara's mystery is explained by science? Or do you believe there's something more hidden within the forest? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy real mysteries backed by facts, make sure to subscribe to Wild Untold, because the next mystery is even more unbelievable. If you enjoy real mysteries, hidden places, and incredible discoveries backed by science, subscribe to Wild Untold, because every week we uncover another mystery that will change the way you see our planet. Until the next mystery, stay curious